I love playing Warhammer 40k, and for me, I really love the narrative side of playing the game. And to be able to play a true narrative, I feel like I really need some great terrain pieces. For example, the one from Kill Team. So this part is from the Volkus battle map or terrain. It's quite expensive to keep buying Games Workshop's terrain, so I thought, could I be able to make the terrain myself? Something like this, maybe using 3D printing. And I have never 3D printed or designed anything in CAD before. So let's see what we can do. I started by looking for software to be able to create a design or a simple design in some CAD program, and I found Tinkercad. So this program was very easy for me, who has never done anything like CAD before, and I started playing around with different shapes and different sizes of different stuff. Quite quickly I realized that I need to set a scale for the terrain, so I used a basic Space Marine for the scale, and I decided to make a bunker. A bunker is quite easy to produce. It's basically a box or a hollow box with some type of entrance and some type of pillboxes. You say pillboxes? Like a hole for them to look out through. After a lot of tinkering and a lot of trying out different shapes and sizes in Tinkercad, I had a finished design. So this is how it looked like in the program. And then I downloaded the file and uploaded it to the 3D printing service and ordered the part. It took maybe 3 or 4 days before I actually got it in the mail. And this is the final product. I don't know about you guys, but I think it turned out pretty cool. I mean, you can see that this is the first time I try to design anything in CAD, because some of these parts are barely attached to the main structure, and that is because I didn't look through the shapes before I sent off the file for printing. But I think it turned out quite cool, and I think when I painted this one, this is going to be a really good part of the terrain set that I have. Is it as good as a Game Workshop? No. Was it cheap? Not really, actually, because I paid around 380 Swedish crowns for this one, and that is around, I think, 32, 33 USD for a very small part. So could I make it? Could I learn to design it in Tinkercad? Yes. The good thing is that it doesn't really demand any assembly. Maybe it would have been cheaper for me to actually produce the parts by themselves and then assemble it on my own. But now it's printed as a single piece. And I think it's time to see what we can do with this with some simple paints. So how did we do with the special edition bunker, so to speak? You know, this is the first time I actually tried to 3D print something, as I said before, and this is the first time I've used a CAD software or something like that. Maybe a few hours to actually get the hang of it, even if it's a very easy program. I'm not used to it. I think I did all right, and when we painted it, I also think that we actually got a quite good result, actually. So what do you say? Does it compare to the Games Workshop terrain or not? We have the Volkus terrain, which I've painted by myself. I'm not a pro, as you can see, but I really like this one, and it looks good on the tabletop. And this is the bunker that I've designed and 3D printed by myself, or had someone 3D print. I actually think that it goes quite well with the Volkus terrain. I've actually tried to paint it in the same way, using the same type of colors, and quite good, actually. Is it cheap, and is it better to actually produce this by yourself? I don't think so, because this took me a couple of hours Sure, if you get used to it, it gets very easy. And if you have your own 3D printer, you can actually print a lot of these. But to order this one from a separate 3D print service was actually not that cheap. As I said before, I think it costs around 350 Swedish crowns, so around 32 USD. While this terrain is, I mean, this is one part of maybe 5 or 6 pieces, almost as big as this one. And that terrain is 90 USD. So you could get a much more detailed piece for almost the same as I got this one, and this is more bare bone. But the positive side of this one is actually that I have created it by myself. So when I am going to do new narratives and I need some special terrain, I'm actually going to try to design it myself and have it printed. It actually gives a whole another dimension to the game. And in the future, I would actually like to have a 3D printer by myself so I could be able to print or try out even more prints of this size. If you want this, I have actually put up the STL files on my website, and you can get them for free, and you can print them by yourself if you want to. So I have a link down below. And if you also like to support this site and my channel, you can subscribe, and you can always also join the Patreon. And on the Patreon, I will also add this STL file along with others. I think that's it. See ya.